Amazing. Fantastic afternoon. Happy Monday to every one of you. Kelly Chiasson on behalf of Landed for Success. And I am absolutely energized and excited to be here. And you're like, oh my God, that's a lot of energy on a Monday afternoon. Let me tell you, it is. And number two, you're about to find out why, because I am surrounded by these incredible women. And one of our gifting sponsors who held the spotlight, this gentleman is going to be joining us in a few minutes. So I have got Miss Jennifer Morris here of Jennifer Morris Consulting, also a health promoter for Prove It. I have Miss Laura Bromley, who is the COO at the Biz Automator. And I have Miss Tammy Williams of Women, Champagne, and Real Estate with me currently. And this is fantastic. These three women recently contributed and participated in our recent Landed for Success Speed virtual networking event that took place last Thursday evening, and they each held a spotlight as gifting sponsors. And it is a pleasure, ladies, to be spending this Monday afternoon with you and giving each of you an expanded spotlight so everyone can get to know who you are and what your business is, what you're doing to impassion and empower and uplift people on a daily basis, personally and professionally. So I am going to kick it off to, I'm going to put Tammy, I'm going to put you on the hot seat first. We've got Jennifer has been a returning gifting sponsor holding the spotlight, which is amazing. Tammy, she has been a part of the Landed for Success team for quite some time, and it's really, really fun to be able to welcome her and showcase her on the spotlight side of things. And that will allow us, Miss Laura Bromley is a new spotlight in this most recent event. And so I thought maybe, smooth things over a little with you, not throw you on the hot seat. You can kind of see how this rolls out. So Tammy, a huge welcome to you. You are the founder of the Women Champagne and Real Estate, WCARE. I've known you for some time. We operate in a few different spaces together collaboratively, and we are also business partners. You are all about empowering women in real estate, through education, through leadership, through training, financial literacy, building relationships, networking, and just continual growth in personal development. So I would love for you just take it away and let everybody know really who you are, what you're doing, and why they want to plug into everything that you are currently doing.
Wow. Thank you so very much, Kelly. I just want to say thank you to you for always coming here and hosting the gifting sponsors. It was a pleasure with you with Landed for Success. I love the platform. You totally embody what it's all about, is empowering people in business and helping us to connect and get exposure. Without platforms like this, many people wouldn't even know who we are and what we do. So I want to thank you for everything you're doing. I am so privileged to be on the other side of it as a gifting sponsor. The passion that I had with real estate, and also, of course, being a woman, comes from firsthand experience of knowing what it's like. Individuals I have come across who were sometimes happily single and sometimes not, or they lost a loved one and not sure what to do and how to get into the market of real estate. And I've seen firsthand what it did to many people. And I experienced even myself going to the bank and wanting to buy property, and them saying if I'm married, and me saying yes, and then them wanting to put my husband on everything that we were doing. And so what I realized is that women, going back to 1900s, there was a lot of inequalities for women. You can even own property. As a matter of fact, when you married, you became one, and basically everything that the man did, and you being their partner, it overlapped you. So women didn't even have a voice for lots of things, going right back to voting, owning property, being able to work, etc. So you think about the generations that I had come across, who weren't able to own anything at all, not even buy a car, right? So what I realized with me wanting to know more about wealth principles as I got more evolved and involved with personal development, I started to realize that one of the ways that I might be able to earn an income, at the very least, learn how I could be in a space to learn and earn income with real estate, was I'd have to get the right training and counsel. So my husband and I, we spent lots of money on counsel. Some was good and some was bad. So what I realized more than that was that a lot of the men that we were dealing with, a lot of times they just looked at my husband and they didn't ask me. And a lot of the years, I was the breadwinner. I made the most of the money in some of the times, but he made very good money too. And then it flipped. So what I noticed that even though my income was higher than his certain times, and we've been together over 20 years, that they still would ask him all the questions. And then speaking to the one woman saying that she lost everything, didn't know their financial situation until their husband had passed away, or now they're divorced. Where do I start? How do I get my first property? And me having interest, all those home renovation shows. Oh my God, I love to shop. I would be a personal shopper for people. And it just made me say, I got to do something about this, because there's too many people out there that don't know what they don't know. And so I decided to form this group so women can have a safe place to learn from other women who are doing it. Some are married, some are single, and we have everything from joint venture specialists to people who are property flippers, who are buying land and they're developing the land. We've got individuals who have 70 doors, and that means actual rental properties that they own in Canada and the US. So now we have this group, a safe place where another woman knows what another woman went through, right? Great, we have men in our lives, but they don't always know, what we've gone through being a mom. Even if you're not a mom, right? If you're a single, if you're not single, you're married, whatever the case may be. So now we have this group where women can connect with other women in a private, safe place and learn from each other and seek wise counsel. And the beautiful thing about it is, like, it's not so much like we have individuals who haven't done what people want to achieve. We have documented people who have proven track record of what they're doing in this space. And it's really empowering. I have so much women who have been saying to me behind the scenes, like, who can they connect with? They want to do a joint venture. Who could I talk to about getting a mortgage, because I don't have a down payment. I actually bought a property myself at one point using the rent to own philosophy that's out there. And when I did that, people said, oh, that's not real. You're going to get ripped off. What's going to happen to your money? And you want to know something? I took a leap of faith and I did rent to own, and it allowed me to buy a property, rent to own. And now it's the biggest thing that people are talking about. Bruised credit. Sometimes it's not even bruised credit. Sometimes you just have to move money around to help out your family, and maybe you don't have the $100,000 or $50,000 as a deposit. So the rent to own could be a very good option for people. So I know about that. I know from property flipping, doing a couple of properties myself with my husband and other people, watching them. So it's so great because I'm getting to see these people. They're like little babies, and I'm learning from all these dynamic women. It's so empowering. It's so inspiring. I'm like, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. So it's a free group. And there's a lot of things to come out with it. We've got some publishing ideas. We've got some face-to-face events. We've got a whole bunch of little training things that take place right now privately based on demand. So I'm just so proud to be able to say that we're just giving women options. And it's a real big deal, because more than ever before, women are being looked at in a different light of what they can do with their partner and without. And that's a big deal.
I love it. It is a big deal. And to all of you watching, Tammy's contact information is in the link, Women Champagne in Real Estate. And it's Tammy at womenschampagneandrealestate.com. So make sure you reach out to her, find her on Facebook. She's on Instagram. If you have any troubles at all, message me. I'll be sure to introduce you. No problems asked. Okay, let's kick things over to Ms. Laura Bromley. You are the Chief Operations Officer at the Biz Automator, where I know that you and your husband are helping business owners to make their businesses run for them. The name is really not misleading, the Biz Automator, and I'm excited for you to tell everybody more about what you're doing and why they need to be navigating and plugging into what you and your husband have to offer.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kelly, so much for that amazing introduction. I can't say enough good things about this community. Landed for Success has been an absolute blessing for us in our business, and the people that we continue to meet every day, every month through this community is incredible. So thank you, Kelly, to you and your team for all that you do to help business owners like myself and to get our businesses up and running and meeting the right people and making the right connections. So thank you to you. In terms of our business, we love what we do, and I'm sure you hear that from a lot of people. But we really, really mean it. We literally help to transform people's lives on a day-to-day basis, and we typically see people come to us who are from two different niches. It could be a business owner who's brand new to business. They've just opened their business, or they're thinking about opening a business and they're getting all of the pieces put together to do that business. And what we do when they come to us, um, and the other niche that we're looking at is business owners who have been in business for a while and they actually need help to move ahead in their business because they kind of in that hamster wheel mentality. They get into work every day, they do what they have to do, they have so many tasks in a day-to-day basis that they need to get done, and they just can't seem to get ahead. They need automation to take away those sort of repetitive menial tasks that they do on a daily basis, give them back the time that they need and be able to grow and reinvest that time into growing their business. So our job is to look at those businesses from three different perspectives. We have a three-step process. So we investigate, we implement, and we automate. And we do that with every single client we have. And we just introduced a brand new package into our automation series, and it's a custom package. So if you come to us and you say to us, well, we don't need to have our email automated and we don't need to have our calendar automated. We already have this, that, and the other installed, and we like how it is, but we might need these things instead. We can literally sit down with people and build a custom package for them, which allows them to pick and choose what things they get put into their business, and it just helps them to get just what they need as opposed to things that they don't need and they maybe don't need to invest in. So our goal at the end of the day is to get people up and running and to grow and expand their business and get them to a place where they feel a lot more secure with the business that they're running and a lot more satisfied. And definitely we ourselves have felt the change that occurs, the relief that you feel when you no longer have to do those tasks that that maybe are not your favorite any longer, and you get technology to work and do those things for you. So we know what that feels like. We've been there and done that. We have the experience and the expertise to walk you through the process and to help you do what you need to do to grow your business and literally grow your revenue. We can literally go in and do our transformation, as they call it, within 48 hours. It's very fast, it's very efficient, and it's very effective. So we also have the option of saying to people, look, if this amount of change is going to be too much for you in a short period of time, then let's break it down. Let's do, items A, B, and C. Let's start with that, get you interested, get you invested in that change. And then once you're feeling comfortable, then we'll do the next set. And we'll get you set up with that and get you comfortable with that. And then we'll come in and do the rest. So there's multiple avenues and ways that we can do this, and we can break up the payments as well in a couple of different ways. So please don't feel if money is the issue or if time and commitment is the issue that this solution is not going to work for you, because we are flexible. We have solutions that will work for you and your company. And at the end of the day, your satisfaction is incredibly important to us. So please do feel free to come in and have a conversation with us and learn what we're all about, and let us learn what you're all about, and let's figure out how we can help one another. So again, thank you, Kelly, for introducing me, and I appreciate the spotlight that you're providing all of us. It's fantastic. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you're very, very welcome. So to all of you, Laura Bromley, Biz Automator. Her link is in the comments, and it is Laura at thebizautomator.com to plug into what she's on Facebook. They're everywhere. If you need support in connecting with her, do not hesitate to reach out to her directly, or for the extra connection, if you want a personal introduction, reach out to me and I am happy to provide that for you. So let's kick things over. Jeff Brown, welcome. We'll get to you here in a minute. Glad you're able to hop on here and join the ladies event. Jennifer Morris, Miss Jennifer Morris. This amazing lady is the head of Jennifer Morris Consulting, just for your health, nutrition, and wellness. She is a health promoter with Prove It, and she and her husband are owners at the Ridge Fitness CrossFit in Goderich. She's an amazing entrepreneur and businesswoman as well, definitely in great company with everybody here. And I'm excited to turn things over to you, Jennifer. Let everybody know why they are going to love and be interested in plugging in to you and everything you have to offer.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kelly, for the intro. And Laura, you just made me realize we really need to talk. So I appreciate the extended understanding of what you do. So I'm going to be sending you a message. And just, it's interesting because I think what Laura is doing kind of is in line with what I do, but in a different way. And it's, when I was thinking about what she was saying, it's about making the life of a small business or large business owner better so that you can actually spend time on your life rather than working 24/7. And so the way I look at what I do is I'm helping people to have more energy, better health, so that that aspect of their lives is not hindering them from spending time in their business and on their business and making their business successful, so that, they're not worrying about their health or any sort of energy issues or whatever is going on with them from a health perspective. And so it was interesting. I was starting to make these analogies. And so what I do is basically I help people from all walks of life, not just entrepreneurs, become healthier. And I'm a nutritionist by background and training. And I've been a nutritionist for over 25 years now. It makes me feel super old when I say that. And I actually, my passion really is just for motivated people, because not everybody's motivated. Some people like to feel unwell and have low energy and carry extra body fat around for some reason. I find a lot of times it takes something to break before people come to me, which is unfortunate because we're not really trained in our society to prevent health issues or to think about, taking care of ourselves before things go wrong, right? And so a lot of times people come to me when they're already broken, which is fine because everybody can be fixed from a health perspective for the most part. But I would just encourage you, if you're listening to this, if you're a business owner, if you're run ragged, if you're burning the candle at both ends, if you know that you're not eating properly, if you know you're not exercising enough, if you feel like you just don't have the energy to spend in your business, then I want to work with you and I want to help you take control of that aspect of your life, because otherwise you're going to be forced to, and I don't want that to happen to you. That happened to me 4 years ago. I did not realize how burnt out I was becoming working on my business. And so I've been there and I know the signs, and I think we all instinctively know the signs. So I promise I will not make you do crazy workouts or anything like that. Everybody is unique, and I spend as long as we need. Usually it's about an hour to 90 minutes on sort of a introductory get to know each other call. We go through everything in your health history. We go through what you're eating. We go through what your typical day looks like. I actually end up spending a lot of time on time management as well with people, and helping them to figure out when to fit in those things in their life that they know they need to be doing, like preparing proper food and, you know, maybe even just getting out to start with a walk every day or something like that. So, you know, we take baby steps with people so that these things become habits and they become important parts of your life. I do use a tool in my practice known as exogenous ketones. This is a energy supplement that, if the best way to think about it, is the opposite of sugar. It's giving you energy that your body wants. It's actually the molecule that our body runs on for clean energy and clean fuel. I stumbled upon this 4 years ago, and thank God I did, because if I hadn't, I would not be here with you today. I probably would have burnt out and, you know, gone through super stressful event in my life, but I didn't. I was lucky enough to find this product, and it's called Ketones, and it's from Prove It. And it's as simple as drinking 1 package a day. We start most people off with what's called the 10-day drink ketones challenge. And it's literally just going to provide your body with the cleanest fuel that you could possibly put in it. So ketones are an energy molecule. I call them my will powder. They allow me to make better decisions about what I'm putting in my body. They give me mental clarity. They just give me energy. They give me better sleep. They allow me to recover better. And they're a tool to help you live a healthier lifestyle and to do the things that you know you need to be doing. And that's really what they're about. So I have a Facebook group. It's called Keto Connection. It's a free group to join. I'll put the link to it in the comments. Anyone can join that. You don't have to be a client or a customer. You just want to find out what we're doing. I want to make it very clear that I do not promote or practice the ketogenic diet. This is not about the ketogenic diet. A lot of people get confused by that. This is about just eating real food, taking control of your health, and allowing me to guide you on that path. The other thing I would say is I have if you want to just book like a free, 15, 30-minute consultation with me, I'm always, available to talk and get to know you and see if we're a good match to work together to help you move forward with your health goals. So yeah, I'm excited to be here, and I too am very grateful and excited about being part of Landed for Success. I've made some amazing connections. So if you have not joined as a member, I really encourage you to, because the people in this community are coming from all walks of life, all backgrounds, and we're just getting to know people. Obviously, I have only been a member since we've been on Zoom, but I'm so looking forward to seeing all of you people in person and shaking hands with you and getting to know all of you and just really, really networking. And if I just can't say enough good things about this little organization, big organization, and what it's done for me and my business. And yeah, so thank you for the time to allow me to talk here today.
Oh my gosh, it's completely my pleasure. I love it. So to all of you, Jennifer's information is in the links for you to reach out to her. And again, that's Jennifer Morris, gemcoach.proveitnow.com. And she is everywhere as well. And as a refresher, she had said that there's a free group you can join her online. Reach out to her directly. If you need some support in that, by all means, reach out to me, and I am happy to make that introduction. It's my pleasure. And you want to plug into what she's doing. I swear, all these people everyone just keeps coming to the table doing all these awesome things. I'm like, can I just hang out with you all the time? Yes, please, thanks. And what's kind of fun is I get to, but virtually, and we are looking forward to the in-person events. So I'm really excited to introduce you to the next gentleman, Mr. Jeff Brown. This is the healthy entrepreneur. Jeff is a certified organic dad of 3. He has a beautiful wife, 2 beautiful dogs. He's a superfood entrepreneur. He has a home-based business with a focus on helping people eat better, providing economic empowerment for healthy entrepreneurs, and really just impassioned about doing good things for our planet. So Jeff, it's really fun that all of you are my friends too. I really enjoy the heck out of that. But Jeff, it is an entire pleasure to welcome you back as a returning gifting sponsor who held the spotlight in our recent event. Please tell everybody what you have going on, who you are, and definitely why they're going to feel so excited about plugging into everything you have going on.
Thank you, Kelly. Well, first of all, I got to ask, are you available for events and stuff to do these intros for me?
Yes.
These are awesome, and I just want to say thanks because, really, I really appreciate the kind words, and I want to, as always, give a shout out to you and Gordon and Jay and Tammy and Samantha and Erica and all the behind the scenes folks that put these things together. It's been amazing to watch this grow over the last year and watch so many people come together in a time when we didn't really have a place to come together. So, I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for you guys, and grateful for the gifting sponsors. I am among some amazing women here running amazing businesses, and I'm honored to be here with you guys as well. I'm as you said, I'm a certified organic dad of 3. I'm actually sitting right now in a parking lot. It's kind of back to the old days, Kelly. I'm back in the parking lot of the soccer dome, waiting for my middle kid to finish practice. So we're kind of getting back to normal life a little bit and working from the car and all that.
That's right.
But
hope you have your seat heater on.
Yeah, I do actually. But what I do, I think the simplest way to describe it is I help people take a vacation from all the processed foods and processed ingredients that tend to be so prevalent in our lives. I grew up as a fast food kid. I went to the drive-through a lot as a kid. My parents were split when I was pretty young, and every Tuesday I went to McDonald's with my dad, unless he had a date, then we upgraded a little bit from McDonald's. But that was what I learned as a kid. That was what convenience food and drive-throughs and microwave dinners were a big thing back then. They're not so big anymore, but it was all about convenience food, and I grew up with that. And the thing that I didn't realize as I fell in love with all this yummy food, I started eating to entertain, and that's what I learned as a young adult, and I brought that into my adulthood. Spent a lot of years on the road as a sales executive, and I either ate in a drive-thru or I didn't eat at all. And Jennifer brought up a really good point about being in business for yourself. The one thing that I've learned as a 2-decade business owner, I'm dating myself as well there, Jennifer. We tend to not take very good care of ourselves. We take great care of our business. We put everything we've got into our businesses, but I became one of probably the world's most malnourished small business owners out there because, that's what it was all about. And there were a lot of days where I dragged my butt back home in through the door, and I was lucky that there was a meal there waiting for me at the time because that was all I was doing. Flip that switch now, and a couple things are different. First of all, I work from home now. Partly because of my kids, partly so that I can contribute to, making those meals in the home and all of that kind of stuff. But, I've come to realize the power of real food. So you mentioned that I'm a superfood entrepreneur. I work with a company out of California that is all about certified organic whole food products, the kind of foods that we're supposed to eat that unfortunately many of us don't for all kinds of reasons. I know our Canadian health authorities here say we're supposed to be eating 8 to 10 servings of vegetables every day. I'm still trying to find that person that has that time to do that every day. And that's the power of convenience food right there. So there is such a thing as healthy fast food. I get my servings of fruit and vegetables from a really healthy shake that I drink every day. I deal with things like gut health with some certified organic products that I know are not going to do more harm than good. Sadly, there are a lot of products, healthy products out there that claim to be good for us that really aren't. The diet this and the sugar-free that. And that's the awareness that I learned along the way is, you know, we have to look. We have to be a little bit more aware of what we're eating, what's in it, and stop maybe eating to entertain so much and start eating to nourish. You know, so that's a lot of what I do. That's kind of my message to parents, to you know, weekend warriors that are in the gym, maybe drinking those whey shakes or drinking those colorful pre-workout drinks that are more chemicals than anything else. You know, so, and then the other part of my life is for the people that are passionate like me about being healthy and trying to eat healthy. I have a great opportunity to bring some economic empowerment to those people through a business that they can run from home as well. That's probably what I enjoy most about what I do, is the opportunity to launch other people's businesses. And I know that's kind of weird to say, but you know, I've launched a number of my own businesses over the years. I get the most satisfaction out of watching somebody else do it too.
That's awesome. It's I think that innately humans, you know, we like to do favors for each other. We like to lift others up. That is, that's where the value is. It matters and it makes a difference. And certainly the four of you have got that definitely mastered, and you're living it. You are actively participating in how you are doing that for yourselves and helping others do the same. And that's awesome. I want to be able to introduce the next gifting sponsor. She is en route between Toronto and back home to Montreal. She held a spotlight for the first time as well. And her name is Miss Jessica Desser-Boisina. And she is the founder of Women Empowerment Wednesday, or the Women Empowerment Wednesday show, I should say. She is currently living life through power, passion, and positivity. She is a 2-time international best-selling author, entrepreneur, and traveler dedicated to spreading her energy to those who cross her path. More specifically, she will tell you she likes to spread her sparkle and help everybody's light shine a little brighter that cross her path. This young woman is an amazing mother of a beautiful little girl. She has a phenomenal amount of energy, and her own life's experiences have led her to really understand that her experience has really brought her into her best version of herself as she continues to grow and impact lives around her. And that has really what has been the driving force behind her wanting to empower other women and create her Women Empowerment show. And actually, she is also hosting her first ever event, Women Empowerment event that is coming up. I am posting the link right now as we speak. This is going to be on March 10th. It is free for all women. So Jeff, obviously not a woman. However, I would say it's fair that most men have women in their lives, daughters, sisters, wives, colleagues.
You're willing to pay.
So this is something, this young lady has just gotten really passionate about finding her foothold, and she's doing a dynamic job. And she's bringing people together for something that she knows makes a difference. And it's driven and directed around conversations that must be had. Tammy touched on, you know, women in business, women in a lot of places, regardless whether it's personal or professional. So definitely check out her links. Jessica is on Facebook. She's everywhere too. Feel free to reach out to her directly. She is also highlighted. I tagged her. If you need any support in plugging into her and what she's doing, reach out to me directly. And actually, that was pretty crappy of me, wasn't it, Jeff? Because I told everybody else when they were finished, if you need help finding them, let me know. And I did not do the same for you. And that was naughty. I mean that. So for all of you, let's move backwards a second. Jeff Brown, he's everywhere. His link is in the comments. It is Oh, let me say smarthomeceo.com/mylinks. If you need reaching out directly to him, if you're finding a challenge in doing that, by all means, you won't have a challenge finding me. So find me, and I am very, very pleased to personally introduce you to him, and you guys can meet and decide how you're connecting and what you're going to connect about. You guys really should connect with all these people and what they're about. So last and not least, we had another remote sponsor, Matrix Vector. Matrix Vector is a collision of three phenomenal business women, and Tammy Williams, Erica Aguilar, and myself have collided for this collision course of how we can impact people's lives on a global scale. And what we do is we spend time with entrepreneurs and business owners, talking to them and showing them how they can leverage their current efforts and turn those efforts into additional streams of income for themselves. So that being said, this is an amazing event. Our next event, Landed for Success Virtual Speed Networking event, will take place on March 25th, Thursday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tickets are complimentary. I will post the link in the comments, www.landedforsuccess.com/events. Sharing is caring. Everyone's got a peer, a colleague, a neighbor, someone, especially in the current environment, who would appreciate an introduction to a platform where they have the potential to collaborate with other people and grow what they're doing so they can benefit financially, business-wise. And that's through relationships. When you benefit through growing relationships and you nurture the personal side of things and how and where you show up, then the financial side follows. And Landed for Success is an incredible platform for established and aspiring entrepreneurs and businessmen and businesswomen. And it really was our entire pleasure to host all of you gifting sponsors in our most recent event. To give you the spotlight was a pleasure. You are doing amazing, amazing things. And so one last shout out, Tammy Williams, the founder of Women Champagne and Real Estate. Tammy at womenchampagneandrealestate.com. This is where you want to get in touch with her. We have Miss Laura Bromley, who is the COO at the Biz Automator, helping businesses automate things, freeing up your time to do other business growing activities that now you can do because she and her husband are rocking it on the backside for you. That's always lovely. And then Jennifer Morris of Jennifer Morris Consulting, just for your health, nutrition, and wellness. Killer CrossFitter, killer promoter for Prove It. And she is proving it every day. She's really impacting lives in a phenomenal way. gemcoach.proveitnow.com. Jeff Brown, superfood entrepreneur, certified organic dad of 3. He's killing it, showing people how you can, shift from more traditional entrepreneurial options to a superfood dad of 3 who is helping other healthy entrepreneurs and people see how they can make a difference, not just in their health, but in their economic situation and how that looks. And Jeff, that's awesome. Jessica Desser-Boisonat, she is the founder of the Women Empowerment Show. She's doing great things, and you can connect with her at jessicadsb@live.ca. Matrix Vector, showing business owners and entrepreneurs how they can take what they're currently doing and turn it into additional streams of income, adding that to everything else that they're doing. Reach out to Tammy Williams, myself, or Erica Aguilar, and we'll show you exactly what we have our hands on and how we are helping people in 27 different countries do exactly that. So do you guys want to throw one last reach out to me before I shut us off? I'm going to shut us off. Oh, no.
Thanks,
I gotta give you a compliment. Knowing that you're a U.S. citizen, I gotta give you a compliment on your accent, pronouncing Jessica's last name. That was, I was impressed.
That's old. Actually, I would love to take credit. The only reason I worked on that was because my husband is French, and so that'd be awful. But it's also nicer than probably boy Sanaolt. That would have been something completely different.
And I want to plug these two. I want to plug Jeff and Jennifer because of their products. I'm a customer My son uses In Focus with Jeff. We haven't ordered it, but we have to order the next order. I'm sorry, we haven't placed that last order. But he does actually seem to be much better in terms of his attention span. We're teaching him online schooling, which there's a lot of challenges with that. And he's missing all of his sports. So yeah, so this has been a great thing. And then I also was a customer of Jennifer's product, the 10-day keto, and it definitely made me feel a lot better. It's a program that everyone should have. And I know, Jennifer, get at me. I know I have to get that program and get back on it. But I know it's a difference.
Gotta keep going.
Yeah, I know it's a difference myself, like in about 3 or 4 days, like 3 days probably. So yeah, I love both of you guys and what you guys have to offer. And Laura, we have to connect still. So thank you very much. I just wanted to let you know I was a customer. I'm a customer. So I love their products. So you got to get their products.
Can I make a comment, Kelly? You know, it's interesting. After the last networking event last Thursday, I had a couple of people email me just to connect and just to have a conversation. And I've had one of those conversations so far. And I would just say that I'm of the mindset of never saying no to somebody if they want to talk and just see, our mutual interest in where we can help each other. It may be that I know somebody that can help Tammy or Laura or Jeff or whatever, or, you may know somebody that could help me, or maybe we end up collaborating together. And so I have found it's been super helpful for me because these people have given me this one particular gentleman that just reached out of nowhere. He gave me a ton of great ideas, and I also gave him a ton of great ideas, I thought, because we're coming from different areas. And sometimes when you see things from the outside and you're looking in, you see them in a different way. So I thought that was super valuable. And I would just encourage people to really just reach out to people that are on this group and that are members and really just network with them. You just never know, right? So I was really pleasantly surprised, and I'm looking forward to the other conversation to have actually tomorrow. So yeah, I just wanted to give that feedback.
That's fantastic.
Excellent.
Laura?
I'm actually just going to chime in quickly and echo what she just said. And that is that these networking events are incredible opportunities for us to meet other people and to become that avenue through which people can network with other people. Within the span of 1 week, because of networking that I was doing, I was able to be the source of referral for 3 separate people. And you never know what's going to happen on the other end of that connection. So the difference that we can make for each other is incredible. The potential to make life changes for other people is incredible. So thank you for what you're doing in the Landed for Success community. I'm sure half of what happens in the background after these events, you may not even hear about. So I just like to encourage you to continue your great and amazing work. And thank you so much for everything.
Amazing. Thanks, Laura. I appreciate it. Jeff, last and not least.
Be as healthy as you can be these days, folks. It's important.
I love it. All right. To all of you, thank you. You guys, time is valuable. You took time out of your afternoon here on a Monday to hop on here with me live. Wow, it is really getting dark. Did not take the lighting into. It's going to turn into a cabaret show here. Hitting up much later.
Where's the music?
But really, taking time out of your Monday afternoon to hop on here with us. We love being able to showcase each of you and highlight who you are and what you're doing. It absolutely matters. Our events are amazing events. We could not do what we do without our guests that show up to pitch who they are in their business. We couldn't do it without our amazing gifting sponsors who see the value in holding a spotlight at our events and doing giveaways to the guests that are attending. And we couldn't do it without our featured authors and hearing about why sharing stories is so powerful, and highlighting why Landed for Success offers the opportunity for co-authorship. So it really is, it really takes everybody to make this happen. And we're so glad that we had all of you to help make that happen in our event last Thursday evening. So to all of you, have an amazing rest of your Monday. Our next event is Thursday, March 25th, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tickets are complimentary. grab yours and come on www.landedforsuccess.com/events, and we will see you there. Have a great night, everyone, and a great rest of the start to your week and the new month.